too much to ask for, wouldn't it? Gosh. One of them, yes. Two of them, not likely.
Hope you don't mind, I'm using your phone as a camera. It's videoing the fire.
Okay. Pear.
Ooh.
They're not quite studs, but they're not big.
They're not big, and it's not, unless you're going to have your hair tied back, it's not going to be too...
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want anything too... Yeah, it's all right.
So how do you...
But I just didn't want to something too... How do I what?
Well, how would you rate your progress this afternoon? I have to get the cloth. How would you rate your progress this afternoon?
On a scale of what to what?
Yeah, 1 to 5. 5 being the best. 4? Sounds like.
No.
Well, you sound to have done really well. Well, forget that then. I wanted to encourage you. Forget that.
I would have, yeah, I mean, it's difficult to say, because it's not going to be, you know, you can't, I don't know, because I've still got to,
You always mark films and everything. You're always a tough marker. You are.
I have. It's a good job I wasn't a teacher.
Pardon?
Good job I wasn't a teacher.
Yeah. Because I think you've made very good progress.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all your support and encouragement. I couldn't do it without you.
Thank you.
Like a good team.
But you won't need me in September, will you? Well, you've not got a study day. So, so you've got all that extra time. So you won't need me anymore.
Didn't I tell you I want to start my MA in September?
Fine. But I wouldn't. I think you need a few months.
No, I
break.
don't think I will. I don't think I can do that. It's a great dish as it is.
Oh, I don't think I could be a preacher. Oh, I don't think I...
No, I don't think I can do that. And I think I've got to some extent. We're sort of like, yeah, okay, they're assessing me and they're obviously they've got group dynamics and all that sort of stuff. You know, it's absolutely fine with that. Making sure everyone gets a chance to speak and all this sort of stuff.
But they also want the content, don't they?
Mm.
I mean, you've got that. I'll concentrate on the content.
I think also sort of remembering that, you know, to do it in a way that actually can be meaningful for them, even though they're doing it as an exercise, basically.
But I think the most important thing is to be yourself, true to yourself. Because then your enthusiasm will show through, your sincerity will show through, whatever, you know, if you stumble or whatever, that will still show through if you're being yourself. And also, I think it's really important that you're yourself, because you want, it's about having your call affirmed and you being ordained and all the rest of it. So what's the point of not being yourself? You know, I think it's really, really important that you're yourself.
I think what's hard though is the fact that you know, sort of like come this far. it still could go either way.
Mm.
And I mean, that was stress to us. And, you know, and it has happened. And
But you've had an awful lot of encouragement from all kinds of people. I mean, that was lovely what Alan said. Look, if Doug Book have a problem with you, they'll have me to answer to. And John basically said the same thing.
he said he would personally write a letter to Sue Cole.
Yeah, so, you know, I mean, that is so affirming. And yes, it does happen. But it's not just on these 3 half-hour sessions. It's the reports, it's your essay, it's your book list, it's the general feedback, it's the general thing they know about you. It isn't just this hour and a half.
I found Marion quite difficult to get on with, and it didn't help the other week when Tim phoned, because, you know, she was sort of saying, oh, you know, I hope you've had, you know, got Christmas Day off, and, you know, at that point I just couldn't talk about Christmas. I said, I don't know what to do with Christmas, you know, because at that point everything had just blown up, and, you know, it was the last thing I wanted to discuss was what to do on Christmas Day. But, you know, I would have thought that, you know, I mean, even though, you know, it's not on that sort of, you know, they come away from that, but I mean, Margaret, you know, I spent a long time with Margaret doing that service, and, you know, she's seen me amongst the where I'm working,
And they've seen you at 4 convocations, 3 student conferences. some of these can heat the water, they sort of have a back boiler, don't they? So it helps to heat the water.
So I think in time we'd have to think, do we want that and a Rayburn, wouldn't we? Do you think?
Well, it depends on the property.
Or can you get some that do both? Can you get one that's a wood burner?
What?
Can you get the Rayburn that
Yeah.
do the whole shebang, can't you?
Yeah. But that would be in the kitchen.
Yeah, but some of those you don't need anything else, do you? And I mean, if you've got one of those ones that actually heats the water as well, I mean, I would have thought there's a way of putting that round.
Oh, there is, you can have that. But I think you need secondary water heating, because you don't want to have to come back from. Well, I think the worst would be on really hot summer's day, and you've got to put this on to have any hot water.
Yeah, but some of them it's on all the time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You would not want that on a hot summer's day. So it would be good to have some sort of secondary water heating. And like, it would be good still to have a microwave, because again, on a hot summer's day you don't want to fire this out. I mean, I think some of the Ray-Bans, you have to look really carefully at it. It depends on the availability of solid fuel. I mean, I think some of them have got gas rings as well as hot plates, so that at least you don't have to fire the whole thing up if you just want to. You know, do you have a separate hob somewhere in case you just want to do something rather than do the whole thing? Step it up a bit more, I think. Do you think? Some more. Come on.
there's curtains actually.
Yeah. Can you, let's switch that light out. I want to see what the fire is. Oh, that's lovely.
There's
So when we get cold, we put this on the television and we feel warm. It probably would work to some extent as well.
unfortunately not enough.
Oh, we could have it on lots of screens. But you're right, how can this old house be warmer than the house?
No, actually feel warm. I mean, you can't. You even when you go into a room that's colder, it's not as cold as.
Some more tea.
Which just isn't right. I mean, I do agree with. I do. I just love you've asked me to buy tea. Hitting your cup. I do agree with Bev that so they, she's. Some circuits are a lot more sort of generous, and they, in some circuits you get given a book allowance each year and everything, to encourage your, your ongoing, 100 quid or whatever. But I mean, we're trying to make sure that this thing about mobile phones carries on.
What's happening? I've been dying to ask you about that.
No, it went off to Stuart, so we want to make sure that keeps on track. Because otherwise, apparently they've discussed it before, but you sort of think, well, you discussed it before, but what happened?
But I mean, to be honest, you don't need BlackBerry. Before, to get emails, you needed something like a BlackBerry. You don't now. I mean, you get any smartphone. You can get a phone for much cheaper than a BlackBerry.
I pushed them on that because at first they sort of say, I've been discussing getting a phone, phones before and all this sort of thing. And I said, well, personally, I've used my phone to receive emails, and I've told people, you're better off emailing me because I can get it on my phone. I've got my phone with me rather than phoning the landline. And that was when they started talking about Blackberries and things, because I think they were we just didn't want to. Do you know what I mean?
You don't need a BlackBerry though. Blackberries are expensive. Blackberries are good because.
Yeah, I know, but that darling, it's out of our control. But what didn't want was just a mobile. Yeah, because I said nowadays, people are more likely to email. I said I get far more emails than I do phone calls. From all sorts of people. I mean, look at the one the other week about the preschool. What did she do? She didn't pick up the phone. She emailed, and we had an email conversation. That's just not unusual now, because people can do that. They can do that in their lunch break. And I've said to people, you will get a quicker response from me. Because I can check my emails regularly, throughout the day. And I said, if I'm out all day, you're not necessarily going to get a phone call, so, it is better to be able to have it.
And if you're out, you can't answer a phone call even if you gave your mobile. It wouldn't be appropriate to answer the phone call anyway.
But it was strange, it's between email and breakfast, but somebody sort of said, but what about if you're, when you're away, isn't it? and sort of like encourage you to, sort of, use it and everything. And we wrote, Beth and I just sort of leave your work mobile at home.
It would actually be easier because for you and Beth, it would be easier.
Just leave it there.
Because at the moment, you've got a personal mobile
that's linked to it, basically.
That's linked to it, and the circuit aren't paying any. The circuit are getting the benefit.
It's not rocket science.
I mean, really, the circuit should pay towards that because the circuits are getting the benefit, but they're not paying anything towards it.
Yeah. So. I think also being able to have the internet is good as well, because I've been in meetings and I've said, oh wait a minute, I can just look up on my phone. I've used that 2 or 3 times. People have gone, but I've been able to, or I can just check that or whatever. Got the Google Calendar on it for a start. That would make a difference, because I've been able to sit there and sort of say, oh, that's so says way at the moment. I remember doing that actually. I did that not that long ago. I'd be, like Alan was sort of saying about his office, I'd be really lost with that. I said to him, all I need is a mobile phone. I said, I've got everything on there. In all seriousness.
Yeah, because you can PDFs automatically backed up to your computer and all that.
I've done all sorts of things on that. And I don't use it as fully as I could do, I know that.
But I think...
But I use it more fully than...
Some people.
Than some people do. I've got stuff on there that, and I've people haven't known, but I've sent all sorts of emails to people that have been, I've sent it from my iPhone.
Well, there is an argument that you should be given a choice of phone. Because if they're saying we're going to get 8 contracts, it's not for every member of staff.
I don't know about a choice though, because the thing is that if they sort of say we've got this number of members of staff, it might be
no, but
best.
you might have a short.
Yeah, but they might get a discount and a better deal because they've got everybody on the same.
On the same tariff, yes.
But they still might get a discount. They might be better for them.
I suppose.
And
mind you, if you get an Android, at least you'll have the prayer handbook on there. Your.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't understand why they've not. That would be. I wish they'd do it for iPhone and iPad, not just for you, but for people like Margaret who've got an iPad, who you need that because of all the disability access. It's actually easier for them to read that. I don't know if Deb does anything like that. It's about time that they made it available on iPhone and iPad for people. A significant number of deacons will have an iPhone or an iPad. It's all right. When it finishes, I'll download it immediately to my computer because it will. You won't have any memory left. But when that.
I was going to say.
Tell you what, it's better than my little camera. My little camera seems to stop automatically after 10 minutes and you have to start it again. But this has been going over half an hour.
Alright. See where some idea where the bricks go the other way. You can see that there was obviously some sort of flue or something there, and you can see there's a lintel across there. So that was obviously. Yeah, you can see the lintel across. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you see the bricks at the bottom, they're almost curved round. Yeah, can you see? Don't! Love, please! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I've damaged it for you, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I think you stopped just in time. It'll be okay. Be okay. Honestly. Darling,
Yeah, but are you going to want a half an hour video?
I don't know. And I don't know. It's okay. I mean, like, often, what I did when I did the video of the estate, I mean, often I'd be doing, sometimes I did 5 minutes, sometimes I did 2 minutes. I always did more than 30 seconds. And then I'd and like, all the segments are 30 seconds, apart from one, which is a minute. Because more than one thing happens there, so I've just kept, the other half is 2 lots of 30 seconds, but that half is 1 lot of 60 seconds.
Because I don't think you've seen it.
Well,
yeah, there's right, point to the lintel. No.
No.
No, down.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now if you carry on down, past the shelf. Past the shelf, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop. And there's a row of bricks that go the other way.
Oh.
And you just put
Oh yes.
mind your head. Oh dear. Mind your head, spill your tea, you count the bricks.
Tra-la-la.
Is it the same the other side?
No. No, it's just plain. I mean, it's straighter than behind. It's just straight bricks. Possibly with some modern ones. But it's so difficult to tell with bricks. As we've seen from time channels.
Oh, that's right. And then suddenly they say,
oh, this is really old.
This is really old, and you sort of think, oh, I'd have put that like you actually. Yeah, particularly some with that, you know, I mean,
I
if
thought
you've got
that was
there,
just builder's
I mean, like
rubble.
you've got there some of the red bricks, you sort of think, oh, it's quite new and everything, but then you find out, oh yeah, that's wrong.
That's Roman, I think. Hold on. I better let you get back to it.
Mm. Where are you going to be? Is your migraine any better? It is.
I don't know, because I think it would strain my eyes looking at Tom's stuff less on my computer upstairs than on my iPhone. That's the thing.
Right, and that's better upstairs.
Yeah, because it's all
Set up there.
plugged in and everything. I mean, if I'd got this computer, I could have brought that in. I've got my little computer that I'm hoping to get in a week or so's time.
Mm. And what are you going to do then?
Well, I'll go up. I think it's quite good if I go up for now, even if I come back down, because that sort of signposts the end of the break and back to time of
Whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you don't get too cold either. You can put your dressing down or
Yeah.
use a blanket or whatever, yeah?
Yeah, so what time do you want to gather for preparing dinner, or did you, well, I mean, I'm more than happy to help with dinner, but if you want to use making dinner creatively like you did yesterday, that's fine as well. I just keep me informed.
Mm. Yeah, I'll see how things go.
I'll just shut this down a little. Got some kitchen paper to dab the excess on. Because it does actually feel slightly wet. I think that was very good. I mean, you were able to share something of where you got to and everything, so I hope that was helpful for you. So.
I do think that seems to make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I'm trying to write out. I'm trying to actually do a mind map now. And then I will probably do it again, but illustrated.
Yeah. That was what I was suggesting.
Then maybe you have to journey with it.
Yeah,
You can't just do it.
Yeah.
And I think, because I think it isn't just about this is what I'm called to do, blah 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 blah. What difference is it going to make? Well, the fact is, it's going to be a change in relationship.
Mm.
It's going to be a massive change in relationship with how I'm seen,
Mm.
and that people are going to be modelling their discipleship on my discipleship and understanding.
Mm.
it's how we, all work together and